Hey everybody, thank you for all the love on the last post I made with my natural look. I thought I would come to you today and show you how to get that quickly and easily with Savvy Minerals. If you're just starting to use this makeup, I just want to say to hang in there, watch videos like this, learn some tips and tricks, and you will get the coverage that you're looking for in a beautiful shimmery look that everybody loves. So let's get started. One thing that Young Living came out with that I really like is the Hydrating Primer. I actually use it as a moisturizer before my makeup. It also gives your skin that nice dewy feeling that lets the makeup stick right to it. Since you're using a mineral makeup, you kind of need it a little more wet to spread around. This does the trick. So I always just use like, I don't know guys, it's like a pea-sized amount. Not to mention, it smells amazing, so it feels like you're going to the spa when you're actually not. Everybody knows when you're a mother, you don't have time to go to the spa. So I try to get it on every little nook and cranny of my face. I even bring it down onto my neck. And what this does is it gives all of your skin a level playing field to really soak up that makeup. Because if you have dry spots or oily spots, especially if you have combination skin, you're not going to get that even coverage that you want. So now that I've got my hydrating primer on, everything is even on my skin. It all feels the same. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, this is the foundation brush from Savvy Minerals. Everybody knows that when you're using Savvy, you have to get the Savvy spray as well. So I'm just going to lightly spray my brush. And I'm using Warm No. 3 today. This is darker than my skin color. I'm going to Florida though, so I'm trying to like fake that tan before I go. And I actually go back and forth. So a lot of times people are very hung up on the color, but I also have Cool No. 2 that I use, and I can get a good look. I'll start with half my face so you guys can see the difference. It's not as thick as other makeup, so a lot of people have to get used to applying multiple layers or just enjoying the lighter look. I actually have compliments now that people can see my freckles and that I have a more natural look. I'm trying to just do half of my face right now. And then I always work it down onto my neck, but you can already see the difference between this side and this side of my face. And obviously it's a little darker, but it's not that much darker. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side of my face, and we'll fast forward through this. Okay, so there we go. A lot of people like to let this bake on their face, and all that means is you're gonna give it about 5 minutes, and the natural heat of your skin is gonna help this makeup blend a little better, and then you can go back for layer No. 2. I'm actually not gonna go and do layer No. 2 because I prefer the lighter look, and I'm going to be layering on bronzer and blush, so I'll get an even more coverage. But before I do that, I'm gonna blend it all on my neck so we don't have any lines. This makeup has just made my skin heal, and I don't have as many red spots, and I don't have as many problems as around my nose and my chin as I used to, so I can get away with wearing less. Okay, next I'm gonna use Summer Loved bronzer. I actually already put some in the cap right here, and I'm going to go and use the blush brush actually. I use this for both the bronzer and the blush, but I give it a light spray. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to contour. Now I'm not like crazy contouring, like I'm not professional here. I just do a nice cut and then I work my way down. I'm gonna spray it again and do the other side. This just really highlights your cheekbones. And then I go through and I just do the rest, a really light layer on the rest of my face where I do not wet the brush. because now I'm just trying to even it all out. So wet it for the contour spots and leave it dry for the rest. One of my favorite blushes that I'm going to use next is Charisma. Looks really dark. Don't let it scare you. Don't wet your brush, and then you can get a nice lighter look. So this is what it looks like on the brush. I'm gonna tap it off just a little bit and then really get the top of my cheek right here and go up. Same over here and go up. Now I know a lot of you are like, oh my gosh, you better blend that. Don't worry, I'm going to. It just blends so well. And then I just take the last little swipes and do my forehead, nose, and chin. So there we go. I feel like it's a nice, pretty, light look. I'm gonna finish it off with a little diamond dust. I cannot imagine using this all over my face, but a lot of people do. But I'm not trying to look like Edward Cullen from that scene where he shows Bella like how beautiful and sparkly he is in the sunlight. So I'm just gonna go right up here, right above where I put the blush, and just give like a little highlight. It'll give a natural shimmery glow. And then my sister taught me this trick. She always takes it down the bridge of her nose, and I don't know why, but I just love how that looks. So foundation, bronzer, and blush are done, and a little highlight from the diamond dust. And where you really get into changing your look is with your eye. I have a couple tricks to share with you guys if you're not getting the look that you want when you're doing your eyeliner. I bought the mattifying primer. I don't have oily skin, but I use this for other things. So what I did was I put some in the cap of the black Jet Setter eyeliner, and I'm gonna use it like a liquid. It gives me more control. You guys will see what I mean. So I'm gonna put my brush, this is the Savvy eyeliner brush, in there. And then I'm going to do my eyeliner. So you just want to get really, really close to your lash line. And this is like the best trick for getting that truly liquid look. Okay, and I always go on the inner corners. Okay, there we go. So again, that was just the mattifying primer with the black Jet Setter eyeshadow, and you just made a liquid eyeliner and your life so much easier. My best and favorite trick is that if you want to get the look that stays on your eyelid and colors that really pop with a shimmer, you really want to use the rose ointment from Young Living. I know this trick was taught at beauty school. I started doing it and then people told me I was copying people, but I've never been to beauty school. I just try to make things work. So I just have a brush here that I use for the rose ointment. If you're already doing this and you're getting this crusty crease shadow look, that means you're like putting too much on. So you want to go really lightly with the rose ointment. It's just a super light layer. It's nothing thick. I'm honestly barely swiping my eye with it. And I always do underneath as well and in the corners, and you'll see why. Okay, there we go. So I just did it all the way to the outside and all the inner corners. Now you want to take your diamond dust. I've got a shadow brush right here. This was the same stuff I used to highlight my cheeks, and I use it as a shadow base that is so pretty. Now I'm not going to be very neat about this because I don't really need to be. And I'm going to swipe it over my whole eye. And I'm gonna make sure that I blend very well into that rose ointment so that I'm not getting any chunky, cakey look. And I'm gonna swipe it under my lashes as well. This makes all the difference when you're going out in natural light. You will get so many compliments just because you put that little bit of diamond dust on the inner corner of your eye. Now we're gonna fast forward through the other one. Here we go. There we go. That's your nice shadow base with diamond dust. It's so pretty. Like of everything, this is what I would go to always for a shadow. Like if I have no time for anything else, I do eyeliner and diamond dust. But to make an even smokier look, I have the Multitasker in dark brown. I also have the Savvy palette, one second. And there's a brown in here as well. You can use either one, it doesn't really matter. I think for the sake of today, I'm gonna go with the palette. I'm gonna take the same brush, guys, because I'm not very fancy. And I've got some brown on there. Now you wanna start at the very outer corner of your eye because that's where you want it to be the darkest. And even if you put it on and you're like, oh my God, that is so dark, you can blend it later, so don't freak out. I might even do it on purpose. Okay, so you want it the darkest out there, so start there and then work your way in. A lot of people just start in the middle and then freak out because you can't really fix that. Start on the outside and work your way in. There we go. Okay, so I've got my smoky look happening here. And if at any point I think, oh my gosh, that's way too dark, or I want to add a little more light shimmer to the middle, I can just go back into the diamond dust, guys, and put it where I want it. So you can really lighten up anything. You can even take the diamond dust at the end. I usually do this. And I just swipe it over all of it and blend it together. Now remember how I told you I was definitely going to go fix the eyeliner if it moved? I'm going to go back in right now and do that. Because I kind of wiped a little bit too hard. There. So this was the same look from my picture the other day. I already put mascara on before, so for the sake of time. So anytime you use diamond dust, it just transforms the look. And my favorite combo for lips is Wish. It's a really light pink. And then you just swipe Abundance over the top. And you have a pretty natural look for the daytime. But I did forget to show you guys the brows. So I have the dark Multitasker My eyebrows are not that dark, so what I did was I took some of my cool number 2 foundation and I mixed it in the cap so I can get this taupe color that everybody really likes for eyebrows. It's pretty safe. So I'm gonna go on the other end of my Savvy brush right here. This is the eyebrow one. And I never did my eyebrows till last year, but now I will never leave the house without doing my eyebrows. So here we go. You're just drawing lines. So you start at the top and you go to that crease. And then you go down. As you guys can see, I'm like missing eyebrows. I don't know where they went, but I just don't really have them where I'm supposed to. Now I don't like that stamped on look, so that's why I'm not wetting my brush. I want it to look like I naturally have eyebrows. And as you can see, that one in 2 seconds looks way better than this one. So let's go ahead and fast forward while I do the next one. Okay, there we go. That was a really quick eyebrow, guys. I'm not gonna be like too picky about it. I'm not professional. I just wanna fill in where I don't have brows to get that nice arch look. I hope this really helped you guys. There is a little bit of learning curve when it comes to using Savvy. Like I said, if it were me, one of the things that I would run out and get right away is the hydrating primer. It just sets your face for everything else. The mattifying primer gives you a really good eyeliner. If you're not doing that, it like makes your life so much easier. And start using the Diamond Dust on your eyes and the inner corners, and it can just transform your look very, very quickly. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I can share my other tips and tricks soon. I'll post a couple of my other looks at the end of this video so you can see what you can do with the blush or what you can do with the Savvy palette. Thanks for all your guys' support and your love on my photos. See you guys later. Bye.